is happening. So you understand what is happening in our country and how you react to such issue in Nigeria. Something that came on to the news yesterday that says your public school rated 33 in 2021 WAEC. And then what happened to the education sector in Oyo State? The Oyo State government said that it's allocating at least 21% of its budget to education. And so you wonder, what has happened to the education policy of Governor Seyi Makinde? How do you assess it? Why are we in this kind of a situation? Because I also was looking at that list and I saw that Oyo State is just down the ladder. What has happened with the prompt payment of salaries of teachers, with the immense allocation to the sector? What has happened to the performance of these children and why? So we'll examine that as we continue with the program today. We'll also close by doing a review of the speeches of the 2023 presidential candidates at the recent MBA conference. Have you seen the article of Abimbola Adelakun at the back page of the Punch newspaper today? She said Obi, Shetima, and Atiku at the MBA conference. And she did a review also of their speeches at that event. I also did the same thing yesterday on our program, The Conversation. So we'll continue with that today. And I'm sure it will interest Michael to note that quite a number of people have done fact check on the figures of these gentlemen, particularly Peter Obi and Shetima were actually, brought out to show us kind of things that they said and how true or otherwise their statements on that podium. So today we'll also take a look at that as well. I've seen quite a number of people done some work on it. As it stands now, Michael Olatunbosun is the only one with me in the studio for now. Hopefully Tunde and Okoya will join us. Hopefully Tunde and Okoya may be joining us on the table later on the program today. One of the very interesting things that Peter Obi said was that he said Nigeria has qualified as a failed state. But in the fact check of Civic Hub, they said the country is regarded as a failed state when the government is unable to control its people, resources, and has no monopoly of violence. According to the World Population Review, Nigeria is at the risk of democratic collapse with a fragility index of 98.5%. Now, while Nigeria is gradually ticking the boxes of a failed state, the verdict is it is not yet a full-blown failed state. And so they said the statement is misleading at best. Michael Olatunbosun, you say hello, Michael.
Yeah, good evening, Sheo. It's good to be here to talk, Nigeria and see how we can help. If you like, you can hashtag help us are here.
Okay. Yeah, so we want to talk about it. We also want to join us. What I'm going to also do today is to ensure that you are able to contribute more than we usually do. I will start from the performance of these gentlemen at the podium right there. And that may be something that I want to do today. As the first thing that we'll do, we may play a bit of what they said, at that event, just so that you have a feel of it. But Michael, listening to them, the first thing that actually overshadowed that event was the dressing of Shetima.
Yes.
I wonder why we leave substance and then pursue something that is maybe not important.
We're used to trivializing issues, really, and a lot of people who saw the issues that were raised about Shetima's dressing on Twitter, on Facebook, will probably think that was the only thing that happened at the conference, at the general conference of the Nigerian Bar Association. They probably will not remember the things that he said, and he said quite a lot. He was talking about the performance of Bola Tinubu in Lagos. I said that before he became governor, Lagos was making around 700 million, and then now when Tinubu became governor, they've gone to around 50 billion every month and all that. He said that in Borno State, he also achieved quite a lot. He also did quite a number of things that he mentioned. He talked about how much they've been able to, how far they've been able to do, to think about the problems of the country and how they are able to, map out, a plan to tackle the issues of insecurity and the rest of it. Atiku Abubakar was basically talking about restructuring, talking about,
new constitution.
Yeah, new constitution and the rest of it, devolving powers to, the states and making the states more active. Peter Obi basically spoke from a trader's perspective. He actually started by saying that he was wondering why a trader was invited, and he talked about solving the problem of unemployment to solve insecurity. He said that. Okay. So these are the things that this gentleman spoke about at length. Peter Obi spoke for roughly 8 minutes. Yes. I think Atiku spoke for about 5 minutes plus or something, and Shetima actually spoke for about 11 minutes or so. So people didn't remember all those. All that people remembered was their dressing. And I was thinking, so would dressing solve the problem of this country? Is it not their head that we need?
I'm equally wondering if the dressing diminished the man or something.
Well, it's so unfortunate that trivial issues take the stage, unfortunately. But you see, that's why we need to get the maximum number of people in this country to think differently, to say we have problems. Our problems are beyond the dressings of this gentleman. Our problems are about whether they are able to understand the problems properly and then articulate how they're going to solve the problems.
I agree with Adelakun when she said the event on Tuesday is one of the rare events where you have issue-based discussion.
Basically, yes.
Came on board.
Yeah.
At the point, the NBA members were interrogating this gentleman,
yes,
asking them questions, and they were, explaining themselves.
Exactly.
As to the policy thrust of the administration if they eventually get the power. So isn't this what we need?
That's what we need. But you see, that is not what we want.
Really?
Yeah. Nigerians want the hype. They want to talk about who made the most noise, who had the best perfume. That's what we want to hear. That's what trends on Twitter. That's you see. But how do you solve education problem? How do you solve oil theft problem? Imagine the billions of naira that Nigeria loses on a daily basis to oil theft. Imagine that even yesterday in President Buhari's home state, where terrorists were reigning supreme, we're not thinking about
ungoverned spaces.
We're not thinking about getting somebody in 2023 who will turn the fortunes of this country around. But you see, I don't fight people. I don't blame people. You see, this world, entertainment is also a good mix that we need. We need to entertain ourselves, feel good and all that. But when you feel good, you need to also understand that you need sober moments.
All right, we're live on Facebook and we want you to join us. Seeing a number of people joining us. Kabi on Facebook is there, so you can also be part of the discussion. Now, I want to start from Atiku. Before I play something from Atiku talked about national unity.
Yes.
He said that there are 5 issues that will form the fulcrum of his administration if he gets the power that he's desiring. And so he brought out 5 issues. National unity was strong on his point. National security, the economy, power devolution, as well as restructuring. And he made a lot of points there. Now, the first thing he said that I wanted to look at is about national unity.
Yeah.
He used an example of the administration of Olatunbosun, where he also played a very major part, and said that as soon as they assumed office in 1999, they formed a government of national unity.
Exactly.
Don't you think that is simply elitist? Is that going to unite the 200 million Nigerians if you give jobs to these elite people from different political parties and different parts of Nigeria, and then we feel good that you unite us as people?
You are essentially strengthening the elitist group. rather than strengthening the generality of the people. Of course, it's okay to do an inclusive government so that you can, assuage the thirst of some people. You can pacify, people who are angry and, who are fighting and protesting and all that. It's okay. But will this your inclusive government be backed by, the need to solve problem? So you don't just do inclusive government basically because you want to pacify some people, whether you like it or not. Even if you are taking people from each state of the federation giving them jobs, you will see that in each state of the federation there are minorities still. So if in your state now, if you take somebody from Ibadan and you say you are making that person a minister or a DG or something, there are people in Okeogun, there are people in Ipakbo, there are people in Shaki and all that. So you see, it still doesn't boil down to solving the problem of our lack of unity. What will bring unity is equity. You make sure that people get what they ought to get and not what you think they should get, which is the issue with people in government always thinking that I think that these people need this thing, let's give it to them. It's beyond that. You need to conduct what you call needs assessment. So all of them, I've not really heard about any of these candidates, particularly these three gentlemen who talked about needs, who talked about having gone to the people to say, guys, what do you people want? I'm not sure whether any one of them thinks that way. They just do, okay, I think that they will need a road, they will need, that's what basically we're thinking about.
So you didn't see bottom-up approach.
I didn't see it.
You see them just dropping the thing that we need.
I didn't see it.
Okay, one of the things that he talked about was economy, and how we have managed the economy so far is a big issue that we can be talking about. The way Naira has been on its knees all this while, the way inflation is galloping, even though it's a global trend. Yes, but
we're hardest hit.
Yes, how are we handling it now? I was looking at how they will handle the issue of economy. Obi himself said that Nigeria should move from where it is now to a productive country. But how can we be productive if we import everything that we eat?
So how can we? So I want to add to it. How can we be productive if we kill industry by making sure that by not making sure that there is power, by not making sure that there is infrastructure, particularly to areas where you have production, particularly agricultural, high-end agricultural activities. You need to think about those things. And those are the things that strengthen your currency, really. Because when I'm imagining that Nigeria, with the vast land that we have, we're still importing wheat. I remember that during the Goodluck Jonathan's government, I think when Additional Akinwumi was minister, they were talking about agribusiness, and they were talking about cassava as a veritable alternative to over 30 billion or so dollars spent on importing wheat every year. I was thinking that after like 10, 12 years, we would have been able to do that. We've not been able to we're not innovative really. So anybody talking about transforming or translating the economy has to think about the basic infrastructure that will drive, the economy. And I am talking about power and essentially road and rail infrastructure. Imagine that the Okeogun side, the Shaki, the Seyin and all that, where they have, high agric presence, that we will be able to maybe do a rail line or something to those places to make sure that produce don't perish. A lot of times you see these vehicles carrying oranges, carrying all these fruits and all that, carrying food that before they get to the city where they are going to sell or drop to the people who will be buying, a lot of them would have rotten away. So we need to think about those things. So people who are aspiring for governance are basically thinking about the cities. They're basically thinking about the cities.
Well, now, my thought about this MBA platform was the fact that we were able to hear them speak about issues.
It was good. It was a very good platform.
Yes, and so I guess we need more.
We need more.
Of this kind of platforms where we see the candidate visible enough to tell us what they intend to do. So if you're listening to us on Facebook, I love what Topolani Bello had done. I'm going to read it. I want you to tell us your perspective about, the outing, the NBA conference. Larry Bello says, I hate to admit it, I think it's only Atiku Abubakar that said what he'd do if elected as the president. Whether the solution he proffered are the solutions to move Nigeria forward is what should be discussed, just as Mr. Olatunbosun is doing now. Shettima highlighted the credentials of his principal, and he's to move Nigeria forward. For all the hypes around his candidacy, Obi, on the other hand, was only talking about the problems we already know. There was nothing novel in his speech. Thank you very much for your perspective.
Very good, very good. So Peter Obi always analyzes the situation.
Problem.
Yeah, and I'm not angry with him for that. I think that's his area of strength. Seeing the problem and also trying to think about how to solve, the problem.
Now, when you see the problem, you should solve the problem.
Yeah, you should solve the problem.
You should tell us how the problem should be solved. I know he always talked about Nigeria needs to be productive.
Yeah, exactly.
Nigeria needs to,
but he's not been able to give us a plan.
How are we going to be productive?
Exactly.
In what sense are we going to be productive?
Yeah. So that's just the issue with
it. It's a big thing for us to think about. Yes. How are we going to solve the problem? Somebody was criticizing their speeches. I wonder why Shettima had to say that Lagos is the home for the Labour Party presidential candidate and not Oka.
Is
that part of politics or politicking?
It's politicking. Shettima quickly forgot that the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria says that as a Nigerian, you are free to live anywhere.
How many Nigerians are living in their hometown?
How many Nigerians live in their hometown?
Yes.
Maybe okay. So
is living in his hometown. Is this your hometown? We're taking commercial break. Please join us on Facebook. What I want you to do for us on Facebook, just like Topolani Bello had done, is to give us your perspective of their speeches. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll play you part of their speeches, and then we'll move to the next issue. Stay with us, don't go away.
Clear your boss, make you power your voice. Make you take shot to Los I beg you take shot to Los Free your thoughts, make you lift your voice. Make you sing. 2 lozenges contain 5 natural active ingredients. Think natural. Think Shatu. Natural sore throat reliever. If symptoms no go after 3 days, consult your doctor. Shatu lozenges. Now quality products made by Shalina Healthcare.
Shatu lozenges.
ṣé wọ́n ti gbégi dínà ìlà ìpè rẹ nítorí pé o kò tí ì so national identification number NIN rẹ pọ̀ mọ́ ìlà MTN rẹ? Má ṣe yọnu tó bá ti ní NIN rẹ tẹ́lẹ̀. Àwọn ọ̀nà tó rọrùn rèé láti ṣe ìsopọ̀ náà padà. Ìkíní, tẹ *785#. Ìkejì, tẹ national identification number NIN rẹ ránṣẹ́ sí 785. Ìkẹta, lọ sí my MTN NG app. Ìkẹrin, bá Ziggy fọ̀rọ̀jomitoro ọ̀rọ̀ lórí nọ́mbà WhatsApp yìí +234 903 300 0001. Ìkarùn, lọ sí www.mtn.ng. Tí o kò bá wá ní national identification number, ṣàtìrìn wọnú MTN store tàbí NIMC center tó wà nítòsí rẹ, tàbí kó lọ sí MTN website láti mọ ọjọ́ àti àkókò tó máa lọ láti gbà á. Ṣe èyíkéyìí àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí ní kíákíá o, nítorí pé àǹfààní náà ṣì ṣí sílẹ̀ báyìí. Jẹ́ kí n tiẹ̀ béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kan, kí là ń ṣe lónìí yìí?
Believe and win big. Experience the wonder of the FIFA World Cup in Qatar with Coca-Cola. Buy any Coca-Cola product with a white cap. Check the code under the cap and dial *8014*1*code# to participate for free. You could win an all-expense paid trip to the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. There's also 250 million naira in airtime to be won instantly. T's and C's apply. Coca-Cola, official partner of the FIFA World Cup. This promo is approved by the FCCPC.
ṣé ò ní lọ ilé ìtajà láti rajà lónìí ni?
A ó rajà.
Kí ló dé tí ò tí ì múra? Ṣé ò lérò pé ó yẹ kí a tètè lọ kíákíá?
Lọ sí ibo, ìwọ àti ta ni? Ayé mà ti dẹrùn. Ọjà rírà lórí Jumia ni mò ń sọ. Bóyá lo mọ̀ pé ìgbésí ayé tó rọrùn ni mò ń gbé. Látìgbà tí mo ti ń rajà lórí Jumia. Jẹ́ ìgbádùn ìrọ̀rùn àti ìgbádùn ríra ọjà bí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀, àwọn ohun èlò ẹ̀lẹ́tíríkì, àwọn ohun ìṣaralọ́ṣọ̀ọ́ àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára Jumia. O lè dá ọjà tí o rà padà láàrin ọjọ́ 7 péré bí kò bá dára tó. Ọ̀fẹ́ ni èyí o. Ra gbogbo ohun tí o nílò lórí Jumia lónìí. Pẹ̀lú Jumia, ọjà rírà lójoojúmọ́ di ìrọ̀rùn gbà.
Láti dènà àrùn ìgbẹ́ gbuuru àti àrùn mìíràn, pàápàá nínú àwọn ọmọdé, fọ ọwọ́ rẹ pẹ̀lú ọṣẹ àtomi tó ń dà ṣooro. Ní pàtàkì jùlọ tó o bá lo ilé ìgbọ̀nsẹ̀ tán lẹ́yìn tó bá ti ṣàǹdí fọ́mọ tán kó o tó ṣe oúnjẹ ọmọ rẹ tàbí kó o tó fún un lóúnjẹ. Àti pé o tí ọmọ rẹ bá ní àìsàn ìgbẹ́ gbuuru fún un ní oògùn oníwóró zinc lẹ́ẹ̀kan lójúmọ́ àti ORS ní wákàtí mẹ́rin tàbí kí ẹ máa fún díẹ̀díẹ̀ nínú ife. Èyí á jẹ́ kọ́mọ rẹ lè ní ìdápadà omi ara àtokun. Bákan náà yọjú sílé iṣẹ́ ètò ìlera tó bá súnmọ́ ọ jùlọ láti gba ìtọ́jú fọ́mọ tó ní àìsàn ìgbẹ́ gbuuru. Ìkéde yìí wá láti ẹ̀ka àkànṣe iṣẹ́ ARIN nílé iṣẹ́ ètò ìlera ìjọba àpapọ̀.
Hello to all my lovers. Àjọyọ̀ ìrọ̀rùn lámì ṣe ọgọ́ta ọdún ìgbádùn fún ìrọ̀rùn tó bá yìí. Vitafoam ló ṣe kókó. Láti ìran dé ìran ìní ohun dídára fún ìrọ̀rùn tó bá yìí. Vitafoam ló ṣe bóyá Vitafoam.
Vitafoam ojúlówó fóòmù tí gbogbo Nàìjíríà fẹ́ràn torí pé tiwantiwa ni. Vitafoam ń ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn ìtura àti àlàáfíà fún gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà. Pẹ̀lú Vitafoam ó kì yóò sùn nìkan a tún fún ọ ní ìtura tó jí pépé. Fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ kàn sí www.vitafoamng.com. Vitafoam ìgbé ayé tó dára.
Clear your bus, make you power your voice. Make you take shot to Los I beg you take shot to Los No. Free your throat, make you lift your voice. Make you sing. Two lozenges contain 5 natural active ingredients. Think natural. Think Shatu. Natural soft truth reliever. If symptoms no go after 3 days, consult your doctor. Shatu lozenges. Now quality products made by Shalina Healthcare.
Shatu lozenges.
As Union Bank don knack 105 years, we say make we sama una correct giveaway for the Save and Win Pali promo too. Yes, ke, another 55 mil a day up for grabs. Oh, Beleo. Just open account for any of our branch or download the Union mobile app and deposit 10,000 naira and you say fit win. If you don't already get Union Bank account, just save your 10k. Terms and conditions wash out.
Union Bank, your simpler, smarter bank.
Friend, you sabi as you could protect yourself from yellow fever so?
That sickness wey dey make eye and skin yellow, when a mosquito dey cause am? No, how?
You go first carry your pikin when don reach 9 months. Go any healthcare facility wey dey near you, make dem for vaccinate am. Yes o, adult sef wey never collect vaccinate, go collect am.
Thank you.
May you dey lie down for inside mosquito net for your house.
I go lie down.
Wear cloth wey go cover your body wella.
I go wear am.
They use medicine when they call mosquito repellent when carry permethrin inside to take pursue mosquito and make sure say you dey clean your environment well.
I go clean am.
No forget to say if you touchlight anybody wey im body dey hot and im eye dey yellow, kiakia, pick race, carry am go the nearest health facility wey dey near you for treatment.
This message carry come from Nigeria Center for Disease Control, National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, with the general support of the American people them.
Wọ́n kí o yege ní ọ̀nà àrà ohun ìyàlẹ́nu lè ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ọ ní FIFA World Cup ní Qatar pẹ̀lú Coca-Cola ra èyíkéyìí nínú ọjà Coca-Cola tó ní ìlérí funfun yẹ kó gba bẹ́ẹ̀ ìlérí náà wò kí o tẹ *8014*1 code hash ó lè jẹ̀bùn ìrìn àjò ọ̀fẹ́ lọ́wọ́ FIFA World Cup ní Qatar ẹ̀bùn owó orí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀fẹ́ tí ó ju $250 mílíọ̀nù náírà náà wà láti jẹ lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ àdéhùn àti ìlànà òfin bẹ̀rù Coca-Cola òṣìṣẹ́ alábàáṣiṣẹ́pọ̀ ti FIFA World Cup FCCPC ló fò tẹ̀lé polongo yìí.
When you wake up in the morning before you start your day, breakfast time is Kellogg's time. For work and for play, for a great start to your day, breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
Give your family a tasty, nourishing breakfast of Kellogg's cereal, powered with the goodness of grains and 11 essential vitamins and minerals. Now also available for just 50 naira.
Breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
Thank you so much for being there with us. It's still Splash 105.5 FM, your integrity station. You're on Splash Rendezvous this wonderful Thursday evening. And Michael is here. I'd like to welcome Tunde on Okoya. Hello, Tunde.
Good evening to you, Oluwaseun. Good evening to Michael and to our listeners out there. Thank you for staying with us.
Right. So I've asked people to make comments about the speeches. Timothy Okoye says, good evening, Michael has said it all. We trivialize issues a lot. It's a mindset, and with this kind of mindset, we keep making costly mistakes. At that time, we thought right in order to do right and have right result. Thank you, Timothy Okoye. Danny Abu said, one of the reasons for migrations is greener pastures and security. So Shetima is right to talk about Peter Obi not staying in Oka. You didn't get what I was talking about. I mean, Peter Obi not staying in Oka doesn't mean that he's not contributing to the economy of Lagos State where he's staying, because he is. But it's political for Shetima to say he's not staying in Oka. He knows what he's trying to shoot at, when he made that statement. Anyway, that's not the issue for me. I just raised it that we want more issue-based discussion, on their podium, so that we can get something out of the discussion. Okay, so maybe we can move to the next issue. Tunde is already here. I was trying to wait for Tunde because of my time. So if you all can be part of this one right now, we want you to be here. We said that you can take a look at that article by Simon Kolawole at the cable newspaper. But before we get on the issue, listen to this conversation between James Faleke, a member of the House of Representatives, and a government official on the Azura Power Project.
The records I have shows that you pay $33 million monthly, but you are saying $30 million. That's a huge difference of $3 million. But before you sign such agreement, do you get fake approval?
It's not an infrastructure concession.
So you don't need fake approval?
No, we don't need fake approval.
You as MD of MBET and the board, what is your approval limit?
Up till about, was it last year, was 2.5 million for MDs.
2.5 million naira?
Yes, sir.
Naira, not dollars.
2.5 million naira.
Okay. How you are committing Nigeria to pay $33 million a month without being evacuated? I want to know. The committee wants to know. And those officers responsible for such an agreement, without bringing it to the notice of FEC, we also want to know the agreements, the requirements for signing an agreement indicates that you needed justice approval, advice, Ministry of Justice advice. And in one of your communications to Minister of Justice, the Minister of Justice then said, I do not agree with this. This is not in the interest of Nigeria. And I have the documents. And it got back to you, to your office. You then expunged, you are now the MD, then you are the Counsel General. You then expunge that portion that requires you to take each agreement to the Ministry of Justice.
And Attorney General in 2014 raised issues about signing of the guarantee.
Okay, what subsequent? No, hold on. Did he advise that it's not in the interest of Nigeria? Yes or no?
He expressed things that needed to be addressed. But the point I'm making
is that he advised.
Sorry, sir, can I comment?
No, sir, answer my questions. Now I'm the one answering questions.
He raised issues that he said needed to be addressed.
No, I said, did he advise that such agreement is not in the interest of Nigeria? Did he?
What I'm privy to.
How many years is the agreement, sir? How many years?
Azura PPA is for 20 years.
20 years. Can Nigeria exist such an agreement?
Sir, I have already made clear.
No, yes or no now?
When you are asking an investor to invest $1 million in your country, why would... No, sorry, can I clarify? Why would you exit... There are grounds for termination. There are grounds for termination of an agreement.
The records I have shows that you paid that.
Thank you for being there. All right, so you heard that discussion. Simon Olawuwo said on Wednesday, May 21st, 2003, Dr. Oluwaseun, then Minister of Power and Steel, presented a memo to the Federal Executive Council, FEG. It sought its approval to award a build, operate and transfer contract for the Mambila hydropower project to Sunrise Power and Transmission Limited, a company promoted by Chief Leno Adesanya. The project, conceived in 1972, has suffered a setback and limp attention in a country badly in need of electricity to power its economy. Mambila was projected to generate 3,960 megawatts of electricity. For context, Nigeria's biggest hydropower plant has the capacity to generate only 800 megawatts and was built in 1968. But this one was supposed to give us 3,960 megawatts of electricity. The combined power that we're able to generate right now, it hovers around this figure. And now this is one that could give us this 3,000 plus, almost 4,000 actually. Yeah. And then we bungled this contract. Now, keep this.
We didn't bungle it anyway.
Okay, now keep this one. Now pick up this one that James Faleke and this gentleman was talking about, Azura Power Plant. We committed ourselves to pay between 30, I thought it was even 30 billion naira, but 30 to 33 billion dollars.
Yes. Is it billion or million?
Yes, billion.
How much? Wait, how much is even the 2022?
With the way we do things around here, I think that we're just predisposed to chaos all the time. Things have to be chaotic.
Doesn't make sense to us.
I'm telling you, from the look of things, because this is the Procurement Act. The battle to put the Procurement Act in place was a big one. I remember vividly that it was put on the table of President Obasanjo, and he did not sign it. Maybe because he understood the gravity of that document if it becomes law. Of course, President Yaradua assented to it and made it an act, which means it was law, became law and binding. You see, you cannot build something on nothing. All this noise that we are making around issues around award of contract, non-performance of contract and all of that would have easily never become issues in the first place had we followed through with the constitutional provision, which is what the Procurement Act had been. Now, we've had this Procurement Act as far back as 2007. So it suggests that we couldn't feign ignorance on anything that has been signed or agreed on after 2007. Today, there's still the question that I have been asking since 2008. Where is the Procurement Council of Nigeria? And if you go back into that Procurement Act, the membership of that Procurement Council is very clear. And if you are being objective as a person, you will understand that this will solve a lot of problems. You are talking about the Minister of Finance as the chairman, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice of the Federation, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, the Head of Service of the Federation, the Economic Advisor to the President, and of course 6 part-time members that will represent the Nigeria Institute of Purchasing and Supply Management, the Nigerian Bar Association, the Nigerian Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry and Mines and Agriculture, the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Civil Society, the media now, and the Director General of the Bureau, who shall be the Secretary of the Council. It is almost impossible to have this council constituted and allowed to function, and we will be having this continuous hearings at the National Assembly, asking questions about how did you go about this, why did you award this contract, why did you do this. If this council had this membership and they are allowed to do their jobs, we wouldn't be having this issue. So based on what, and that's why I would, after reading that Simon Kolawole interview, one of the questions I kept on asking is, what is the basis for which Nigeria can go to court and win? Because the Federal Executive Council consistently, on a weekly basis, goes against the Procurement Act. by continuously approving, awarding, and going into agreements without anything to do with the procurement.
The only visible thing that you see that FEC
is approved award contracts.
It's a sort of a clearinghouse for contracts.
Yes.
So then the man in the council brings a memo. And then
it is an illegality.
In breach of the procurement
it is an illegality to have contracts awarded at Federal Executive Council every week. Now, ministers have become peddlers who will carry contracts there for approval. These ministers have no business in the first place carrying these contracts around,
including awarding contracts to companies that don't have experience.
In the case of this particular one, a company that has a share capital of 1 million naira,
1 million naira,
and has never
done any power contract.
Interestingly, they have never filed annual returns to CAC that this is what our activity this year, and then you are giving them a $6 billion contract.
So just yesterday was Wednesday.
Yes.
The Federal Executive Council approved 718.19 million naira to 2 security outfits to protect the 45-kilometer Abuja road tracks and stations.
It is an illegality. See,
just yesterday.
It's simple.
Was that a bid?
Was that an open bid?
Was that an open bid?
It is an illegality.
Of the procurement
even
council?
If there was a bid, even if they had gone through every other part of the Procurement Act, even if they had gone through the fact that Federal Executive Council sits down to approve it is an illegality. It is purely something for the Procurement Council to do. Now, the question we now need to continuously ask is, why is every president afraid to sign and to constitute the Procurement Council? Why are they always scared to do it? Or why have they even failed? President Buhari was going to inaugurate it, according to news reports, in 2018. Till today, we still don't have a procurement council.
It's because it's when you write to government on the strength of godfathers, and you know that contract award cannot be transparent if you want to appease your godfathers. So you make sure that the procurement council doesn't stay. Because the procurement council will screen, will look at the qualifications, will look at the tax papers. And you see, when you are giving contract to cronies, you bypass all those. That's basically why governments, including state governments, are giving contracts to their friends and cronies.
All right.
A lot of states have domesticated the Procurement Act.
Yes,
like Oyo State.
Like Oyo State has a procurement law.
No, they've domesticated the act. So how are they awarding as well?
Now, make a comment about this Azura, please. Just for me, I've been losing my mind about Azura.
See,
I've lost my mind already.
The idea of the Azura Power Project is simply, we need you to come and supply us diesel. Now, when you bring diesel, either we empty it into our tank or not, we will pay you for the diesel.
That's the deal.
Whether we need the diesel or not, we will pay you
every month.
Every month. In fact, even if you don't bring the diesel,
we will pay.
So long as you still exist, we will give you the money for the diesel. That's what has happened. Now, another question we need to ask is, and this is where, you see, we need to take things upon ourselves sometimes to straighten government up, to set government straight. Why has the Nigerian Bar Association not sued the federal government because the Procurement Act has not, the Procurement Council has not been constituted? Why has the civil society not sued for that? Why has the Nigerian Society of Engineers? Because see, they are supposed to have members on that council. You should sue. We are supposed to be a part of this council. Tell us why this council has not been put in place. Why are we disenfranchised from a process that is supposed to include us to actually take this country forward?
And we award contracts every week.
Every week. And these contracts are awarded to companies that are getting members of the Nigerian Society of Engineers to execute them.
To do the work for them.
And they are not part of it.
We want to take a break. We wanted to intervene in this matter. We have exposed the matter to you to see. And we want to have your input on it. Stay with us. Don't go away.
For a very long time, I was in a toxic relationship with my partner. I kept making excuses. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's the weather. Maybe I need to refresh. Maybe I should log out and log in again. Maybe I need to go out and climb that tree. And maybe it's just bad. But not anymore, because I found the perfect partner. MTN Broadband. With its reliable and wide coverage, no more maybes, just goals. So, hashtag MTN Broadband and I for life. Hashtag relationship goals.
MTN Broadband. Get yours today and enjoy internet bliss. Visit any MTN store to get yours now or visit www.mtn.ng/broadband. MTN Broadband. Data that's got you covered.
When malaria won't show power for your side, it gon' knock you down. I'm a them soft gel. Me I can tell you no say. Malaria medicine we no get bad taste or bitter taste for mouth, and it easy to swallow. Try. I got red game changer. I'm a them soft gel.
I'm a them soft gel. Now to treat malaria. If body not well after 3 days, see a doctor.
Who wants Jara? Hands in the air.
Everyone loves Jara, and every pack of Maggi Star 100 cubes now comes with 5 extra Maggi cubes just for you. Look out for the new Maggi Star pack with 5 extra cubes to get your own Jara inside. Maggi, cook the difference.
Hello Bayo, ojú ọ̀nà márosẹ̀ yẹn ni mo wà báyìí. Níbẹ̀ lọkọ̀ mi dẹnu kọlẹ̀ sí. Kódà mi ò ní.
Dákun, lówó pé tó láti tẹ̀síwájú pẹ̀lú pé yìí.
Rárá o, kò jẹ́jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Kí ni ìdí?
Ìpè yìí ṣe pàtàkì gan ni.
O bá ti rìsáàjì ń gbà náà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ṣùgbọ́n mi ò sí níbi tí mo ti lè rìsáàjì báyìí.
Ó ṣe kúkú yáwó ìpè lẹ́ǹkan.
Yáwó ìpè kẹ̀ báwo?
Pẹ̀lú Glow Borrow Me Credit, o lè yáwó ìpè kó o sì san padà lẹ́yìn náà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ló rọrùn. Ìwọ sá ti pè *321# kó o sì jẹ́ láṣẹ dé.
Lóòótọ́, ó ti lọ wà jù.
Glow ń dúró ti ní nígbà tó jà jùlọ.
Báyọ̀, bí mo ṣe ń sọ lọ, ọkọ̀ mi dẹnu kọlẹ̀ níbi.
Sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí, sanwó lẹ́yìn náà pẹ̀lú Glow Borrow Me Credit.
Glow Unlimited.
Ṣèbẹ́ni tó bá mọ̀nà là ń tẹ̀lé. Àwọn tó mọ̀ nípa ohun èlò amúnáwá ìtànsán-òòrùn solar power ló yẹ kẹ́ tẹ̀lé. Sulfur Energy jẹ́ ògbóǹtarìgì níbi ká bá ní ṣe ọ̀nà láti lo ohun èlò amúnáwá ìtànsán-òòrùn solar. Ní Sulfur Energy, wọ́n ní ètò àti àgbékalẹ̀ lóríṣiríṣi táwọn owó wọn ò sì ga jara lọ. Òdú ni Sulfur Energy nídìí iṣẹ́ yìí, wọn kì í ṣe àìmọ̀ fólókó ní ìlú Nàìjíríà. Iṣẹ́ iye wọn gan. Wọ́n bá yín ṣe ọ̀nà bí ẹ ó ṣe rí ojútùú sí ìdààmú àìrínálò pẹ̀lú pípèsè iná ìtànsán-òòrùn solar pẹ̀lú àwọn ohun bíi economy and spark tí ẹ lè fi tanná sílé yín àti àwọn ohun èlò ilé bíi fíríjì, fan, tẹlifíṣàn àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Àwọn ohun tí a fi ń ṣe ẹ̀rọ solar wa jẹ́ ojúlówó. Àwọn bíi lithium battery tó fi ni lọ́kàn balẹ̀ débi wípé ẹ́ẹ̀rì lò kọjá ọdún 5. A tún bá yín ṣọ̀nà bí ẹ ṣe rí ìyẹn installation. Ẹ kàn sí wa lórí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wa 0916 146 3232 tàbí 0803 552 6667. Ẹ tún lè wá sọ́fíìsì wa tó wà ní Oxford Building ládojúkọ Union Bank, Bank Road, Dùgbẹ̀, Ìbàdàn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ni lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára Facebook, Instagram àti Twitter ní @Sulfur Energy. Sulfur Energy, ohun èlò ìtànsán-òòrùn solar fún gbogbo ènìyàn.
They don't disconnect your line sake of say you not link your national identification number to your MTN number. Make you no worry. If you don't already collect your NIN, it gets some 5 easy steps so you go take reconnect them. 1. Dial *785#. 2. Text your national identification number NIN to 785. 3. Visit my MTN NG app. 4. Chat with Ziggy on top this WhatsApp number +234 903 300 0001 or 5. Visit www.mtn.ng. If you not gonna get national identification number, just waka enter any MTN store or NIMC center wey near you or visit the MTN website to book appointment. Make you do any of these things sharp oh. Opportunity still dey now oh. Make I ask yourself, now wetin we dey do today?
Ladies and gentlemen, you asked for strong tea? I hope you're ready for it. Introducing new Lipton Extra Strong Tea. It's strong tea like you've always wanted. Expertly blended with a strong burst of flavor, intense taste and aroma, all in one bag. Now, that's a tea drinking experience like never before. So, strong tea anyone? Lipton Extra Strong. Strong burst of flavor, intense taste.
Believe and win big. Experience the wonder of the FIFA World Cup in Qatar with Coca-Cola. Buy any Coca-Cola product with a white cap. Check the code under the cap and dial *8014 *1 code hash to participate for free. You could win an all-expense paid trip to the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. There's also 250 million naira in airtime to be won instantly. T's and C's apply. Coca-Cola, official partner of the FIFA World Cup. This promo is approved by the FCCPC.
When I finish downloading this show like this, I will go straight to Tayo's house to eat sweet jollof. Then enjoy this movie on YouTube. It's just that Tayo will now start disturbing me to turn on my Wi-Fi for him when he can easily enjoy data bonus with MTN for me. With MTN for me, you will get 100% data bonus and discounted data bundles just like that. What are you waiting for? Dial *121# to get started with MTN for me.
Every time, you people be telling me to leave life free things, Fimi Jare. But I find you where they're giving free drinks. If there's free food, you'll be there. Oh, if they're sharing free money, you're on the queue too. Forget. We all love good things. Even now that Jumia is doing free delivery, it's the same you and I that are enjoying it. On every order above 1,999 naira, you'll enjoy free delivery in Lagos and Ibadan. So, shop on Jumia today. Jumia, your everyday delivered.
Imagine a life with zero worries. Imagine a world where you're relaxed and free. Where all your dreams
With Page Financial, you have zero worries when it's time to pay your bills, rent, school fees, and vacation. We'll be here making it easy for you.
Visit our website www.pagefinancials.com or call 017007243. Page Financials, taking you further.
Our friend Oliver is what you call a man with a huge appetite. Gigantic, actually. And if there's one phrase we have come to know Oliver for, it is this. More data, please. No matter what we offer him. More data, please. So, guess what we did? We heard Glow created new data plans for people like Oliver, and we got him exactly that. And guess what Oliver said? Excuse me, please, is this all for me? Only me? Now, Oliver certainly has more than enough data. All thanks to the Glow Mega Data Plans.
With the longer validity you get on Glow Mega Data Plans, you can work from home with ease, run your business better, download non-stop, stream music and movies endlessly, learn online, and share data with anyone. No worries. Get 225 gigabytes at 30,000 naira for 30 days, 425 gigabytes at 50,000 naira for 90 days, and 1 terabyte at 100,000 naira for a year. Dial *777# now to start enjoying these mega plans.
Glow Unlimited.
When you wake up in the morning before you start your day, breakfast time is Kellogg's time. For work and for play, for a great start to your day, breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
Give your family a tasty, nourishing breakfast of Kellogg's cereal, powered with the goodness of grains and 11 essential vitamins and minerals. Now also available for just 15 naira.
Breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
My friend, you don't hear of yellow fever, so?
That one, traffic police now.
No. Yellow fever na the sickness where if the mosquito bite you, you don't carry am.
Sure, just like that. How did it spread?
Na mosquito when get yellow fever, now it spread and give human beings.
Abeg, how you fit sabi person wey get this yellow fever?
The person body go dey hot. His skin and eye go dey yellow.
Hey,
him body go dey pain am with headache.
Chai.
When situation critical, person go dey comot blood from eyes, ear, nose and mouth.
Ewo.
No be small thing o. If you see anybody when him body dey hot and him eyes dey yellow, with immediate alacrity, carry am go the nearest health facility wey dey near you for treatment sharply.
This message carry come from Nigeria Center for Disease Control, National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, with the general support of the American people there.
Are you in need of a nice and comfortable, fully furnished hostel accommodation in the University of Ibadan? Or are you in search of a place for seminars and executive trainings? Look no further.
Adebayo Akonde Hall is the go-to place for your lodging needs with a home away from home feel. Adebayo Akonde Hall is a 4-star hostel built in a serene environment with constant supply of electricity. It has fully furnished rooms that gives you great comfort at an affordable price. Adebayo Akonde Hall is located at Ajibode Extension, University of Ibadan. For inquiries and reservations, visit www.adebayohall.com or call 080-5699-8718 or 080-5699-8719 or 080-5699-8720. Adebayo Akonde Hall. Built for comfort. Built for you.
When I finish downloading this show like this, I will go straight to Tayo's house to eat sweet jollof. Then enjoy this movie on YouTube. It's just that Tayo will now start disturbing me to turn on my Wi-Fi for him when he can easily enjoy data bonus with MTN for me. With MTN for me, you will get 100% data bonus and discounted data bundles just like that. What are you waiting for? Dial *121# to get started with MTN for me.
Get 70% off. Say what? 70%?
Everyone loves massive discount because it either helps them save money or get more from their budget. But sadly, every day isn't Christmas. Unless like me, you've got to have the higher thermocool Gen Power Inverter Air Conditioner that helps me save 70% on my electricity consumption. I even enjoy multiple ACs when I'm on Gen. That's less bills and more comfort every single day. So, what will you do with your 70% savings?
Get the higher thermocool Gen Power Inverter Air Conditioner. That's a whopping 70% electricity saver. That's less bills, more comfort. Higher thermocool, always there for you.
My customer, I beg you the golden penny 400 grams midi pack. Now spaghetti my children want chop this night.
Madam Sabinus, which one be 400 gram midi pack?
Introducing Golden Penny Pasta new 400 gram midi pack with same quality. Golden Penny Pasta. Enjoy it your way.
Dádúró owó tí mo ti ná jọ̀ lábọ̀ wọ́n àti àfihàn kankan jọ mí pa.
Ọ̀rẹ́ wa, kí ni ìfagbọ́dọ̀ oró sọ láàrin ìwọ àti ìyàwó rẹ gbogbo gbà?
Yàlájì àtàwọn ọmọ rẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti fẹ́ fi ayé sú mi o. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀ka àrùn rẹ̀ táwọn ọmọdé gbowó jáàmù lọ́wọ́ mi. Ní gbogbo ìgbà náà ṣe jáàmù tí jáàmù ń jà wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀ tí wọn ò sì rí yunifásítì kankan wọ̀.
Ọ̀rẹ́ mi, ṣebí mo sọ fún ọ nígbà tí jáàmù ń jà àwọn ọmọ mi kulẹ̀. Bóyá tètè kó wọn lọ sí Ostrich Success International College lọ́dún tó kọjá. Ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti ní ìgbaniwọlé sí yunifásítì tó wù wọ́n. Lọ́gán ni wọ́n bọ́ sí ìpele kejì 200 level. Kódà wọ́n tún láǹfààní àti lo ìwé ẹ̀rí yìí láti fi kàwé lókè òkun. Ìmọ̀ràn mi sí ọ ni wípé wọ́n tún jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ yòó fàkókò ṣòfò lọ́dún yìí lọ forúkọ wọn sílẹ̀ ní Ostrich Success International College.
Èmo wà làwọn wà.
Wọ́n wà ní kìlómítà 47 Gbọ̀ngán Ìbàdàn Road, Ọdẹ Òmu nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun.
Ṣùgbọ́n kan tó wá wà ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ o, ọmọ tí ò wá tí ì páàsì SSC yìí bò láti ṣe.
Èyí gan-an ló rọrùn jù. Ọ̀fẹ́ ni wọ́n ṣètò ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ fún wọn tí wọ́n sì ṣe ìdánwò SSC àti JAMB tí ó sì yege lọ́wọ́ kan. Àǹfààní sísan owó ìlàjì ẹ̀kọ́ tún lọ lọ́wọ́ báyìí.
Fún mi nọ́mbà wọn.
Nọ́mbà wọn rè 0803-663-8755 tàbí 081-1163-5132.
Ostrich Success International College. In God we trust.
àròní tán ní alára lóṣù kẹjọ fi jẹ́ oṣù àrà torí sáà ti tún eré ìdárayá bọ́ọ̀lù aláfẹsẹ̀gbá ti gbìyànjú bí iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ rep your club 2022 tó balẹ̀ bàgẹ́ pẹ̀lú tòǹgbà àtẹ̀rín kéèké smart code africa pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ marben dynamics ló tẹ́ pẹpẹ àgbàlagbé ìpàtí àlùjò tá a pè ní rep your club 2022 rep your club ti di gbajúgbajà aṣọ ìgbá bọ́ọ̀lù fáwọn olólùfẹ́ bọ́ọ̀lù aláfẹsẹ̀gbá nílẹ̀ ìbàdàn ó ya ẹ̀jẹ̀ àdìjọ́wọ́ lọ́jọ́ ẹtì friday 26 oṣù kẹjọ ọdún tá a wà yìí ní race course tó ń bẹ ní amphitheatre àdámọ̀sẹ̀gbà nílùú ìbàdàn aṣọ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù tẹ̀ ń jà fún lẹ́màwọ̀ wá ṣó lógo lọ́jọ́ yẹn o aago 4 ìrọ̀lẹ́ 4 p.m. lẹ́tọ̀ gbogbo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nígbà tí ẹ máa pàdé àwọn pàdé yín lórí afẹ́fẹ́ ọ̀làwálé amsat top striker àti kọjẹ́ kọ́mọ̀ adéròǹkẹ́ adéṣọlá olórí sport ìbàdàn kamavinga mc rapping daddy dj ay dj gabi àti edwin paul kenzo diabami of africa náà máa tún já wa sí lórí stage pabambari dán bẹ̀ gangan ní ti alhaji táyé àkàdé adébísí currency
torí tinú combination mi o.
àbọ̀ ọ̀nàrẹ́bù tó bínú tán ìwé pélébé ti best king tẹ́ ẹ bá já lọ́jọ́ yẹn lẹ́ẹ̀fi wọlé o. má gbàgbé 26 oṣù kẹjọ yìí ni o. rep your club 2022 best king lóṣù nígbàgbọ́ ẹ̀ Splash FM àti Lagelu FM lájọ ń ṣàṣepọ̀.
Splash FM 105.5.
ọmọlúwàbí ẹ kú iṣẹ́ òní aago 6 ìrọ̀lẹ́ ti lù ẹ ti ṣe dáadáa àsìkò ìgbádùn ti dé.
Quick, charge at 240.
Hot news, cool vibes, sports, and more on the Integrity Station.
Good evening and thank you for joining us on News Highlight at 6 p.m. The chairman of the Nigeria Diaspora Commission, ITCOM, Abike Dabiriwa, has warned Nigerians not to travel to northern Cyprus. Speaking to State House correspondents in Abuja today, Dabiriwa said there is little the federal government can do to diplomatically resolve issues in the territory because northern Cyprus is not recognized by the international community except Turkey. The warning comes amid reports that Nigerians are being killed in northern Cyprus. Dabiriwa also urged Nigerians in diaspora not to be afraid to invest in the country because of insecurity. She said the commission recorded about $20 billion in diaspora remittances for 2021. The federal government has received the draft white paper on Onosai report submitted by the Committee on Restructuring, Rationalization of Federal Parastatals, Agencies and Commissions created 2012 and 2021. Secretary to the Government of the Federation, SGF, Mr. Boss Mustafa, who received the report, commended the committee for the completion of the assignment within the 6-week timeline given to them. Receiving the paper, Mustafa recalled President Buhari's desire to restructure the public service in order to ensure efficiency when he recently interacted with the Association of Senior Civil Servants. According to him, the president has assured of his government's commitment to the improvement of the condition of service. The SGF therefore said that some of the recommendations by the White Paper Drafting Committee will be considered as low-hanging fruits that will be implemented immediately after the approval. Troops Operation Harden K, OPHK, have eliminated more than 57 terrorists in different operations conducted from August 11 to 25 in the Northeast. The Director General, Defense Media Operation, Major General Musa Danmadami, made this known at the bi-weekly news briefing of the Defense Headquarters in Abuja. Danmadami said the operations were conducted through land and air raids on the Boko Haram and Islamic State of West Africa Province, ISWAP, enclaves in Borno and Yobe. According to him, a total of 1,652 Boko Haram members and their families comprising of 320 adult males, 442 women and 890 children surrendered to the troops at different locations within the period. On the foreign scene, President Joe Biden has announced that most Americans trying to pay off university loans will get $10,000 forgiven in a bid to address the decades-old headache of massive educational debt across the country. President Biden said in a statement issued less than 3 months before midterm congressional elections, where the issue is seen as a vote winner for Democrats, that in keeping with his campaign promise, the administration is announcing a plan to give working and middle-class families breathing room. In a speech from the White House later, Biden called the assistance a game changer. The proposed debt relief falls far short of some Democrats' goal of securing complete forgiveness, but is opposed by Republicans who argue that shaving any amount from loans is unfair to those who have already spent years saving to pay off their own debts. Russian President Vladimir Putin has ordered an expansion of the Russian army. From 2023, Russia's military will grow in a total of 2 million people, according to a decree published today. The decree said the number of military personnel, including contract soldiers and conscripts, was increased by 137,000 to around 1.15 million. No official reason was given for the increase. And finally, sports news, Novak Djokovic says he will be unable to travel to New York for the U.S. Open, which begins on Monday. Djokovic did not attend his Australian Open title in January because his COVID-19 vaccination status led to him being deported from the country. Since October 2021, the U.S. has banned non-vaccinated visitors. The 35-year-old won his 21st major title with victory at Wimbledon in July, leaving him one behind Rafael Nadal's all-time men's record, but will miss out on another chance to add to his tally. And that ends the 6 p.m. news highlight for today. I am Oluwaseun Akinola. Good evening.
Quick, Charger 240.
Hot news, cool vibes, sports, and more on the Integrity Station.
Wetin dey cause kata between you and your wife every day?
Na mama born boy and him pikin. E don reach 5 times now wey dem go collect jam money for my hand. Dem no pass the jamb. Dem no go university.
My friend, I don tell you to my pikin. Na Ostrich Success International College I carry dem go do advanced level wey take dem enter 200 level university of their choice. So tey dem still get chance to use this certificate go study for obodo oyinbo. My advice for you be say make your pikin no waste their time. Go register dem for Ostrich Success International College.
Abeg, where dem dey?
Dem sit down for kilometer 47 Gbagba Ibadan Road, Osun State.
The pikin wey never pass SSC nko.
That one na simple matter. Na free dem go do coaching class wey go make dem pass both JAMB and SSC well. And you fit pay their school fees half.
Wetin be their number?
Their number be 0803-663-8755 or 0811-163-5132. For online registration, contact www.ostrichsuccessintcollege.sch.ng. Ostrich Success International College. In God we trust.
For a very long time, I was in a toxic relationship with my partner. I kept making excuses. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's the weather. Maybe I need to refresh. Maybe I should log out and log in again. Maybe I need to go out and climb that tree. And maybe it's just bad. But not anymore, because I found the perfect partner. MTN Broadband. With its reliable and wide coverage, no more maybes, just goals. So, hashtag MTN Broadband and I for life. Hashtag relationship goals.
MTN Broadband. Get yours today and enjoy internet bliss. Visit any MTN store to get yours now or visit www.mtn.ng/broadband. MTN Broadband. Data that's got you covered.
Introducing a banging musical collab from this dope cross-continental trio, brought to you by Coke Studio.
I'm on the hustle almost violently. Give me definitely make me stronger. Yeah. Like an eagle, I so hard. Nothing go bring down my morale.
Vibe out to the full version of Pasuri Remix by Ali Seti featuring Ricardo Banks and Marwan Musa by visiting the Coke Studio Africa YouTube page or stream on Boomplay, fueled by Coke Studio.
Ladies and gentlemen, you asked for strong tea? I hope you're ready for it. Introducing new Lipton Extra Strong Tea. It's strong tea like you've always wanted. Expertly blended with a strong burst of flavor, intense taste and aroma, all in one bag. Now, that's a tea drinking experience like never before. So, strong tea anyone? Lipton Extra Strong. Strong burst of flavor, intense taste.
Clear your boss, make you power your voice. Make you take shot to Los Angeles. I beg you take shot to Los Angeles. Los Angeles. No. Free your thoughts, make you lift your voice. Make you
Shampoo lozenges contain 5 natural active ingredients. Think natural. Think Shampoo. Natural sore throat reliever. If symptoms no gree go after 3 days, consult your doctor. Shampoo lozenges. Now quality products made by Shalina Healthcare.
Shampoo lozenges.
When it comes to living life, man, I can't kill myself. I like it fresh, like streaming only the latest blockbuster, eating only fresh food. And when I want to refresh, trust me to only do Peak Yogurt Drink. That's right. Just refresh with Peak Yogurt Drink, which contains fresh cow milk. Peak Yogurt Drink is filled with essential vitamin and minerals.
Go for you. Must go reach my peak.
Peak. Rich for your peak.
Ọmọ mi ti pọ̀ṣù mẹ́fà, ẹ bá mi dúpẹ́. Oṣù mẹ́fà, ẹ bá mi dúpẹ́. Ó ti ti yẹ kóṣù mẹ́fà nìyẹn. Ọmọ máa ń pẹ́ dàgbà o. Báyìí o, ọmọ rẹ ti wá nílò ju omi ọyàn nìkan lọ o. Àkókò ti tó láti máa fún un ní oúnjẹ fífọ́ ní àfikún sí ọyàn. Rí i dájú pé àwọn oúnjẹ ọmọ rẹ ní ó kéré tán ọ̀kan lára àwọn oúnjẹ àfọ́pọ̀ márùn-ún wọ̀nyí. Ẹyin, ẹja tàbí ẹran, èso àti ewébẹ̀, epo tàbí òróró, ẹ̀wà, ẹ̀pà tàbí sóyà, ìrẹsì, ọ̀dùnkún, àgbàdo tàbí iṣu. Ọmọ rẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti oṣù mẹ́fà nílò omi ọyàn. Àtàwọn oúnjẹ wọ̀nyí fún ìdàgbàsókè àti ìlera. Máa fún wọn lọ́yàn títí yóò fi pé ọmọ ọdún 2 àti jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ìkéde yìí wá láti ẹ̀ka àkànṣe iṣẹ́ IRIN nílé iṣẹ́ ètò ìlera ìjọba àpapọ̀.
Splash FM 105.5.
Thank you for being there. Lucian Pye, an American political scientist, defined political culture as a set of attitudes, beliefs, and sentiments which give order and meaning to a political process and which provide the underlying assumptions and rules that govern behavior in a political system. Now, what governs the behavior in our political system? What exactly governs our political culture? Do we have a political culture? Now, they said political culture is the composite of basic values, feelings, spirits, and knowledge that underlie political progression in every country. What underlies our own political progression in Nigeria? Think about it. Welcome back. It's Splash Rendezvous, and we have issues that we put on the table for us to discuss. So quickly, let's round up on this procurement issue. Michael, finalize your thoughts here.
Okay. Essentially, the final thing to say about the Procurement Act is to say to Nigerians that you cannot afford to just, feign blindness to governance situations. If you do, you will not have a country. Basically what you have will be a country that has been run aground. So if you consider this Mambila project that we talked about and the AFAM Azura project that we talked about, these two projects cumulatively tell you that you have a country that has been badly run by mediocre minds. And if you say, no problem, we are going to, and these mediocre minds are the ones willing to pay you 10,000 naira on election day. See, it will be very dangerous for all of us if we just say, let them pay money and then let's take the money and vote for them. So these people will sit down at the Federal Executive Council with no regard for the laws that they themselves signed, and then they will award contract to one company. They will take it back from that company. They will give it to another company, and you have that currently in Oyo State, where a certain contract is a subject of litigation, where one company is claiming that the government gave it to me. This government came and said, no, we are scrapping it. And so it becomes a perpetual case of litigation, and your government is still going to pay at the end of the day. So what you get is how do they do it now? You lose on both ends. Whether it's when they toss a coin, what do they say? Head or tail. You lose. That's basically what it means.
So damn if you don't, damn if you do.
That's basically it. So we need to understand that, and that's why we need to also keep track. You see, when you board a bus or a car that is going from Ibadan to Lagos, you're always telling the driver, that's what you should do also for those who are in government. You should be more like, how do I put it now, a bridle to those who are in government to say, Your Excellency, I think we are going off course. That's basically what we should be doing. As we speak now, Nigeria is in a big mess with these two projects.
We need, at this juncture, I'm sitting down here because sometimes I like to satisfy my intellectual curiosity. I need to be advised as to why constitution of the Procurement Council should not be a campaign point and subject of discussion. Why should we not get people who want to run this country from 2023 to begin to tell us, can you commit to this if you get to office? And let them tell us from now what they see as the problem. If there's a need to amend the Procurement Act, amend it.
Or scrap it.
But at least make it functional. Use it. Now, the Director General of the Bureau of Public Procurement is supposed to be appointed by the President based on recommendation by the Procurement Council.
So where's the Procurement Council?
So how is the President able to continuously appoint Director Generals without that? It's like saying that, and the thing is, if you cannot get it right with the little things, the big things will continuously elude you. Now look at this. At some point, and I dare say this now, if we continue like this, we will appoint CJN without any recommendation from the National Judicial Council. Because what's the difference?
Now, I'm looking at the powers of the Procurement Council.
Thank you.
And here it says it will call for information because we're talking about at least firms and persons that have been debarred from participating in public procurement activity and publish them in the procurement journal.
Where is the procurement journal?
Where's the procurement journal?
I don't know.
Where is it?
It said call for such information, documents, records, and reports in respect of any aspect of any procurement proceeding.
Yes.
Where a breach, wrongdoing, default, management, and or collusion has been alleged, reported, or proved against a procurement entity or service provider. Recommend to the council where there are persistent or serious breaches of this act or regulations or guidelines made under this act for the suspension of officers concerned with the procurement or disposal proceeding in issue. Now, when this kind of council is not in existence,
so it's a free for all.
Anything goes.
In fact, I'll tell you, the Procurement Council is supposed to approve that nationally, and this is it, nationally in Nigeria, the average cost of biro is 30 naira. A contractor that will supply biro is expected to make, if they're in the procurement, is expected to make about 30% profit on it. So we allow that you can buy biro at maybe 13 naira against 10 naira. And this becomes what happens nationwide. And then if there are peculiarities that will bring about variation in cost of things, the council will have put that. In fact, that's why I say that the socio-economic policies, the socio-economic impact of the policies of the government are also part of what the council will be discussing. Now, if we are not, if we are made to lack such a useful body in the country, what else have we been deprived of? And we don't even know.
0829-155-1055, 0825-699-8678, and 0706-949-3000. What are your thoughts on this matter this evening? We'd like to hear you. We'd like to know what you think about this. 0829-155-1055. This will not be a very popular thing because we're not talking about the politicians abusing another one. But this is something about, it's an existential issue concerning Nigeria. We hemorrhage everywhere, and this is one of the reasons why Nigeria is bleeding profusely. This is one of the reasons why we cannot keep a nation functional. This is one of the reasons. So we want to hear you speak to us about it. 0809-155-1055, 0825-699-8678, and 0706-949-3000. These are the issues that we have. So if you want to get part of it.
Listen to this.
Yes.
Under the public records, it says here that copies of procurement records shall be transmitted to the Bureau not later than 3 months after the end of the financial year and shall show 1. Information identifying the procuring entity and contractors. 2. The date of contract award. C. The value of contract. And D. Detailed records of procurement proceedings. all unclassified procurement records shall be open to inspect by the public at the cost of copying and certifying the document plus an administrative charge as may be prescribed from time to time by the Bureau.
So this one also said the procuring entity may require a bidder to provide documentary evidence or other information it considers necessary as proof that the bidder is qualified in accordance with this act and the solicitation document, and for this purpose any such requirement shall apply equally to all bidders.
Hello, good evening.
Oluwaseun, good evening. Holy Michael, it's Tunde the mechanic. How are you? I'm Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
Oluwaseun, we are talking about $30 billion every week. What about the EPA project? I listened to one of the articles at the interview. Woman interviewing. He said when they are there, they give out 100%. They pay all the money for RPP. Where is the electricity? He mentioned that Agagu, Minister for Power at that time, started one in his village where there is no gas. Mandela project, this government is battling about paying millions of dollars to a concern that does not do a single job there. A civil servant signing a document, that person is supposed to be rotting again now. We have $15 billion electricity under Obasanjo. Nothing. I'm not saying the Bible says when the foundation is bad, what the righteous will do. I'm not saying the government is righteous, but if the foundation of electricity is bad, what can we do? Generally, Disco bought electricity for 1 million. The form is 1 million naira. They said if the government wants to get it back from them, they will pay the amount they paid to the government. Is that Nigeria? They just sued us. From 2015, go and check the money spent on electricity without anything. Now let's talk about our presidential candidate. Obi is just lamenting like lamentation without any solution. Did you know he is telling us over 700 volume of food was being stolen? Did he have any facts and figures? He said Nigeria is a failed state. Are we a failed state? Why not going back to his region, Eastern region, to pacify the people who have been killing police, destroying any office, destroying police station? He's just lamenting like lamentation. Sharif, they don't know mathematics. He just put things. When he was governor of Borno State, what did he do about security? He did not do anything. Atiku is talking about experience. Experience, he was the chairman of PPE that sold all our heritage. Where is the money? Nigeria Airways, everything. You are talking about experience. I'm not convinced about the three parties who to vote for. Yes?
Let's round off your thought here. But somebody is fact-checking you already that Atiku was not the head of BPE.
Atiku was not the chairman of BPE. He was never chairman of BPE.
No. Later when Tunde went about that problem with him, that's why he was removed. Go and tell between 1999 and 2003 when he sold the Nigeria Airways and everything. Have a nice time. God bless you people.
Thank you very much, Steve. Thank you for being part of the discussion. You can also call us 0809 155 1055. Hello, good evening.
Did you?
Can you speak up a little bit so that we can hear you?
Hello?
Oh, please speak up better. What's the name where you're calling from?
Good evening. This is Kola Lori from Apata.
Kola Lori. Yes, please speak up a little. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you. You know our problem in Nigeria, the citizen, the gullibility of the citizen, we put politics in everything. If you look at the narration of the last caller, it's all about politics, not saying the reality, talking about what the past have done, and he did not mention how the present are correctly the issue. The man that signed the contract that Nigeria is paying up to today for 20 years, what have the present leaders did? What have the correction made
to stop such things happening in Nigeria. If Nigeria still have the same set of leader behaving the same way, nothing will change. That's just it. Thank you.
Mr. Lorry is always calling, and we appreciate you for calling us. So let's see if we can still get someone else to be part of the discussion. We're moving on to another issue right now, as it is right here, and we move on to the next issue. Now, let's go to the next issue. If you still call us, we'll put you on the line here. A break now. Okay, let's take the break. When we come back, we'll come to your state. I don't know if you saw the story. Your state is number 33 out of 37 when it comes to WAEC result. Why? We'll be back.
Splash FM 105.5.
Mama Put! Hey! Last time you were here, you weren't feeling well. I went for the blood test at the health center and found out it was malaria. But you look much better now. I felt better when I started the drugs. In fact, I didn't need to finish taking it. Don't you know that if you don't complete the treatment, it's useless? But I'm saving the medicine for next time. Please give me my draw soup and fufu. Mama Put, why are you serving me half please? Since you are practicing saving techniques, let me help you save the rest of your food for later in case you get hungry again. How? I will definitely get hungrier and I will not be able to focus on my work. See, not completing malaria treatment is like taking half portion of food when hungry. Your malaria can come back more serious and the drugs you have saved won't be enough to treat it then. Sense, Mama. I received sense, so I go do am correct now. I promise to complete my remaining medicine.
Receive sense, so do am correct.
Fever can turn serious if you don't take care quickly, especially for children under 5. Test first and complete the treatment accordingly. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Health and the American people.
Kí ló ṣe tẹlifíṣàn yìí tóun rẹ̀ ò já geere ó tún wá ń wò báibái látànà tí náà bá ti ranjú kalẹ̀ fíríjì yóò tún tutù.
Kí ló dé náà táwọn èlò tí ń lò nánú yàrá ìwà dẹnu kọlẹ̀.
Ọ̀gá tipátipá ni mo fi rọrùn sùn látara ariwo tí jẹnẹrétọ̀ rẹ̀ ń pa wàhálà wà fẹ́ni tí ò mọ bí tí wọ́n ti ń ta ojúlówó ohun èlò tí ń lo náà ẹ̀lẹ́ńtíríkì o.
Solar Telecoms àti Electronic Store jàgàbá láàrin àwọn tó ń ta ojúlówó fóònù àti electronics pẹ̀lú owó tí ò kájàra lọ lákòókò yìí. Bákan náà ni solar tá a máa fún yín ní ìdá 20% lórí àwọn ẹ̀rọ bíi flat screen TVs, deep freezers, generator, air conditioners, gas cooker àti àwọn ohun èlò yòókù tẹ́ bá rà lọ́wọ́ wọn.
Kí ló ń dúró dè? Kàn sí èyíkéyìí yàrá ìfihàn solar tó wà ní Ọbáfẹ́mi Awólọ́wọ̀ Way, JLL ní Dùgbẹ̀, Balloon Building, Àbáyọ̀mí bus stop, Ìwó Road, Solar Mega Store ní Mọ́kọ́lá àti Challenge ìlú Ìbàdàn. Lọ sí èyíkéyìí tó bá súnmọ́ lónìí kó rọjú lọ́wọ́ fóònù àti electronics tó gbámúṣé.
Pé Solar Electronics lónìí sórí 0813-539-9886 tàbí 0816-706-6973.
Àjọsọ àtìlànà ń tẹ̀lé ń bẹ o.
O gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ gbádùn ayé tó dára.
Mobile máa ṣá ọ ní data ọ̀fẹ́ tó tún 100 gigabytes sínú èyíkéyìí smartphone tó bá rà. Ọ̀fẹ́ sì ni yára tẹ *200*3*1# láti ra èyíkéyìí nínú àwọn data olóṣooṣù wọn tí iye owó rẹ̀ tó $1,500 náírà. Jẹ̀gbádùn rẹ̀. 9 Mobile á wà fún ọ.
Let me tell you, getting to the NBA takes the hardest work you've ever done. Good's not good enough for the best. To get to the NBA, you lace your sneakers every day, push yourself through sweat and tears, and then do it again tomorrow.
For sure, Fred. But it's easier to get a taste of the NBA with an all-star box meal from KFC. Get a corner burger, piece of chicken, chips, and a drink only at KFC.
Now we're balling. It's finger looking good.
Chef D, what is this inviting aroma?
It's the delicious seafood okra we discussed. First, I blended my okra with the Philips blender I bought from Altmore. Then I cooked everything with my 4-burner gas cooker I bought from Altmore.
D, I'm begging me a plate now.
On Altmore, you can own now and pay later with flexible payment options of up to 24 months. There is zero interest on all products, so shop your home appliances, gadgets, and more now on www.altmore.ng. Altmore. Shop more. Pay easy.
For a very long time, I was in a toxic relationship with my partner. I kept making excuses. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's the weather. Maybe I need to refresh. Maybe I should log out and log in again. Maybe I need to go out and climb that tree. And maybe it's just bad. But not anymore, because I found the perfect partner. MTN Broadband. With its reliable and wide coverage, no more maybes, just goals. So, hashtag MTN Broadband and I for life. Hashtag relationship goals.
MTN Broadband. Get yours today and enjoy internet bliss. Visit any MTN store to get yours now or visit www.mtn.ng/broadband. MTN Broadband. Data that's got you covered.
ṣé bí gbogbo ìgbàlẹ̀ máa ń sọ pé Tolú ò fẹ́ràn ọ̀fà Tolú ò fẹ́ràn ọ̀fà ẹ fi mí sílẹ̀ jàre tí oúnjẹ ọ̀fẹ́ bá yọ máa rí yín níbẹ̀ o níbi nǹkan mímu ọ̀fẹ́ ẹ máa wà ń bẹ̀ àgàgà tó bá jẹ́ owó ọ̀fẹ́ ẹ gbẹ̀yìn rì ẹ gbàgbé ìjọ gbogbo wa ní nǹkan rere mú o kódà bí Jumia ṣe ń gbé ọjà lọlé lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí èmi àti yín náà la jọ ń gbádùn ẹ̀ nígbà gbogbo tí ẹ bá rajà tó lé ní 1,999 naira nílùú Ìbàdàn àti Èkó ẹ máa jẹ ìgbádùn àǹfààní gbígbé wá sílé fún yín lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ torí náà ẹ rajà lórí Jumia lónìí Jumia ọjà ojoojúmọ́ láràwọ́tó yín.
Fifi, go and do your assignment.
Yes, Mommy.
Mama T, my soup is finished too. Please, I need more soup, eh?
Uncle Big Joe, do you want to finish our soup?
You know your mother's soup is sweet. Ah, Mama!
Madam Naija, welcome.
Thank you.
Mama T, what is that coronavirus vaccine poster doing on your door? Or have you started working for them?
Big Mommy, I'm the one who put the poster there. Our teacher said COVID-19 vaccine is very safe and to protect you, me, and all of our family members from COVID-19.
Precisely.
Even Uncle Big Joe, who is trying to finish my mommy's soup. Our teacher knows the right product. Big Mommy, you no go follow who no road.
The COVID-19 vaccine is the best way to protect you and your family from serious illness or death from COVID-19. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Health, the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, the Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention, and partners.
Òkè ògègè ní ọ̀nà àrà ohun ìyàlẹ́nu lè ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ọ ní FIFA World Cup ní Qatar pẹ̀lú Coca-Cola ra èyíkéyìí nínú ọjà Coca-Cola tó ní ìlérí funfun yẹ kó gba bẹ́ẹ̀ ìlérí náà wò kí o tẹ *8014*1 ó lè jẹ̀bùn ìrìn àjò ọ̀fẹ́ lọ́wọ́ FIFA World Cup ní Qatar ẹ̀bùn owó orí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀fẹ́ tí ó ju $250 mílíọ̀nù náírà náà wà láti jẹ lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ àdéhùn àtìlànà òfin bẹ̀rù Coca-Cola òṣìṣẹ́ alábàáṣiṣẹ́pọ̀ ti FIFA World Cup FCCPC ló fún ìtẹ̀lú polongo yìí.
Captain.
Yes, coach.
Shebi you sabi say if this our school go follow carry shoulder for people wey sabi, we must win this match.
Yes, coach.
No forget say 1, the time to win as they blow whistle to start the match. 2, no forget to protect your net every time.
Yes, coach.
Yes, so my correct champion.
Okay, champ. Make you go eat. Make you bath. So that you go fit sleep well, you hear?
Papa, you don't forget the net, oh.
Aha! Oya, tell us, how we go take for malaria hand?
All of us must sleep inside net every night. And when we know they use the net, now to arrange them well, keep one side.
Better pikin.
Our champion, we sabi every.
Papa, make you no forget you and Mama net, oh.
The mosquitoes where they carry malaria, now for night them they bite. If everybody sleep inside net, mosquitoes no go bite anybody and malaria no go worry anybody. This message, now the Federal Ministry of Health and support from American people carry and come.
You know sabi ball.
You what you sabi?
On a club where they play like chicken where they cutting head come out.
If that's so easy, why do you self not join them play?
Homie, I be player. Now wetin I sabi so now they used to play for Bet Bonanza while they take cash out.
You know me now?
Yes, oh. Carry all the banter, all the sabi ball, come play for Bet Bonanza. Make you for fit cash out one time.
Be a player with Bet Bonanza. Play online or in shops. BetBonanza.com.
Wants Jara? Hands in the air!
Everyone loves Jara, and every pack of Maggi Star 100 cubes now comes with 5 extra Maggi cubes just for you. Look out for the new Maggi Star pack with 5 extra cubes to get your own Jara inside. Maggi, cook the difference.
When you wake up in the morning before you start your day, breakfast time is Kellogg's time. For work and for play, for a great start to your day, breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
Give your family a tasty, nourishing breakfast of Kellogg's cereal, powered with the goodness of grains and 11 essential vitamins and minerals. Now also available for just 50 naira.
Breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
Splash FM 105.5.
It's good to know that you're still there with us on Splash 105.5 FM, your integrity station. So, Michael, you are a fact checker. The issue of procurement, BPE, and procurement, what is the real situation?
Okay, so the person who called the other time and said that Atiku was chairman of BPE, he was never chairman of BPE. When BPE was formed, I remember that El-Rufai was appointed, and the government is said at that time that
a director general, not even chairman.
Yes, that El-Rufai was the only, at that time, I don't know about now, he was the only Nigerian who has a PhD in privatization. That was the basis upon which he was appointed. Atiku only supervised him as the chairman of the National Council on Privatization. Atiku was not chairman of BPE. In fact, as a matter of fact, Atiku chaired a lot of committees and a lot of boards
in his capacity as vice president.
So it will be out of place, and it will amount to attempt to misinform Nigerians or mislead Nigerians to say Atiku was chairman of BPE. As a matter of fact, there was no office like chairman of BPE. You are either the chairman of a board, or maybe you say chairman of the board, or a DG. That's just it. I think we should just lay this matter to rest that way.
And so thank you very much for calling us. We wanted that to be clarified. Now, Oyo was rated 33 in 2021 WAEC for public school, actually. So we want to look at what actually happened to education sector in Oyo State. I saw the story, maybe just a bit of that story from Oyo Echo yesterday. And it says the performance of students who participated in 2021 West Africa Examination Council WAEC in Oyo State was rated 33 out of the 37 states of federation with FCT. We have 36 states. FCT makes the 37, so FCT is not really a state, as it were. Now, the report said Oyo State followed Ogun, which is 32, and Yobe, which is 34. So imagine Oyo and Ogun, in this particular list. So if you look at the public school, Enugu 93.9%, Edo 93.5%, Benue 91.7%, Ebonyi 91.3%, Anambra 91.2%, Cross River 90.6%. That's the first 6. 7, Rivers 88.1%, Delta 87.7%, Bayelsa is on the 9th position, while Abia stands at number 10. So the first 10 are states from the south, except for Benue. Benue, that is from the North Central, which is number 3. But the rest are southern states. But if you move to the 11th, you now see Imo, and then Nasarawa, Akwa Ibom, Taraba. Until you run down, Lagos is on number 22. In fact, Sokoto is ahead of Lagos in this public school management here. I mean, you have Dare Ekiti is on number 25. I mean, Ekiti, the state of professors. And then if you come down, you now see Borno is ahead of Oyo. Yobe is ahead of Ogun and Oyo. So you have Borno on number 30,